Okay, 4:08 a.m. on Saturday, trying to use my car as a shield because it's windy, like it's been since I got into Nebraska. A few things about the Hollywood Casino Toledo I didn't tell you about. There's no cage in the poker room, so you buy in at the table, no matter what. There is a ton of money in the rack. In the Horseshoe Council Bluffs, there's only $600 in chips in the rack. In Bally's, there's only, which is now the Horseshoe, I heard, there's now 1,000, 500 greens, and reds and whites for the rest. We had over $7,000 in the rack. So that's cool for buying in. They don't need to wait for a chip runner. They don't have time to change their mind. That's pretty cool. But to cash out, they color you up and you go to the main cage, which could be annoying because I was 11th in line at the main cage and there were only 2 windows open, so it did take a while. Also, you must be clocked in with a player's card. You can't be logged in as a guest and playing. If you don't have a card, they'll make you a card. I didn't know what was going on. They asked me if I had a card. I had called in, they asked me if I had a card. When I checked in, I said no. They asked for my ID. I didn't know why they were asking for my ID. I mean, I got a beer at a bar once when I was 12, so I didn't think it's because I looked 21, and they made me a card. When I got to the table, the guy said, player's card? And I said, no, just log me in as a guest. And you can't do that. So they made me a card because you must have a card to play. I've never seen that before. So nothing necessarily good or bad, just some rules I've never seen before. Today, I plan on making 3 or 4 stops. Today I'm just going to show you when I stop and not going to show you on the road. Alright, I'm like 50 miles east of the Pennsylvania-Ohio border, and you know it's cold when this thing is frozen. The wiper fluid stuff. I mean, there's some liquid under there, but the top is frozen. That's how cold it is out. So it's freezing out, so the tires lost a little air pressure. So I just use this thing to put some air in the tires. You know what's funny about these things? In the Midwest, they're free and they work. In New York, they charge and they usually don't even fill the tires up with any air. So it's 7:30, give or take. This stop, not all too exciting. Next stop is really exciting. Oaks Farm, O-C-H-S, I think that's how you say it. The YouTube channel is The Veggie Boys. It's just off I-80. It's on my route east. I'm gonna stop there and buy some produce at their market. It's like a 80-acre large family farm, and I like the YouTube channel, and it's convenient for this trip, so that's where I'm gonna be next. Alright, I am here. Actually, the farm's a few miles away. I was so excited to get there and look around and get some things that I drove away and hadn't filmed. So I'm at this Motel 6 right near the interstate filming, and I did get a couple of things. One is this jam, also got a few spreads. Produce would have been cool, but you know, this time of year, there's not a ton. It's not a supermarket. They grow the produce they have out, so there was some stuff, but not a huge selection like I imagine in like late summer. But it was cool. I met the main guy on the channel, don't remember his name, but he was in there editing a video. There was someone else working the register, so it was cool. And now I'm gonna head to my friend's house in New Jersey, so we'll see if he wants to be on camera. At the very least, I will film in his driveway or something, and I will be there in a few minutes. Alright, in northern New Jersey, I'm at my friend's house. If I've ever said the one guy in high school who took poker more seriously than me, it's this guy. Probably the best story I have about him, in December 2008, out of nowhere, he staked me for the Midnight Madness tournament on Full Tilt Poker. It was like a 10+1 tournament, midnight on the East Coast. He never staked me for anything before that I remember. I final tabled. It had like 1,000 entries. I got 9th. So I wanted to ask him today why he decided to stake me.
I guess I just had a feeling about this guy's Razz skill, and I just want to say WSOP is coming back next year, $1,500 Razz. If we pool all our money together, we can get him to do it again.
Well, Midnight Madness wasn't a Razz tournament.
Oh, that was only mine?
Midnight Madness was no limit. You staked me, I played, I got 9th. What he's thinking about during double guarantee week in January 2010, every guarantee tournament on Full Tilt for a week was double that guarantee, and in the same 7-day stretch, both of us won the Razz tournament, the 24+2 8 p.m. Razz tournament on Full Tilt. He won like day 2 and I won like day 5 of that week, which is an incredible accomplishment.
It's been downhill ever since for me.
And about the same for me, I guess. Funny thing about that Midnight Madness tournament, he doesn't remember actually, it was the night before my last day of classes that semester. So I stayed up till 6 a.m. playing, and I had a 9 a.m. class. I slept through my alarm. I was late to that class. Went back to my room, set my alarm again, slept through my alarm the second time going to my like 2 p.m. class. So I missed parts of both classes that day. Not nearly as good a story as the time in Wisconsin. I was in grad school. I went to the casino very late the night before a final, slept through my alarm, and missed the final. But that's a story for another day. All of it is moot, by the way, because school is such a massive, massive scam. But this is my last stop. I'm heading home from here, and that's it for this video. Alright, pretty close to home. Just wanted to say I will put the total amount of gas on the bottom from Vegas through Denver, through Omaha, through Toledo to Long Island. And that's it. And a little bit of a different outro for this video. Enjoy. Tolls in like Indiana, you're like the only car. Tolls in New Jersey, there's just everybody. Every lane is like 25 deep. Driving over the Mississippi River, there was like no traffic at all. Now I'm going over the George Washington Bridge and we're going at like 5 miles an hour. It's just every car for as far as you can see in every direction.